gang? Coach Tim here. Last week of the cycle. Last full week of the cycle that's not maxing out. It's Monday. It is August the 19th. And because it's Monday, we're going to do some clusters today. We're also going to do some thrusters today. And you're used to all of that by now. Maybe what you're not used to is is the format of today's stuff. So 3 2 2 1 1, it's not that you're not familiar with that format for clusters. We did that back in the beginning of the cycle, so we're back there again today. And it's different this time though, because like last time we did that for clusters, it was your first sort of foray with the movement, at least from a strength perspective, like doing it for load. So this is leading into next week where we will max this movement out. And I just thought maybe it'd be helpful to know how I'm approaching this, or how I always approach week 6 of a cycle, like how I try to peak for these movements. So first things first, we're gonna build to a heavy single today, which means that for me, and look, feel dictates load. That's first and foremost. How did your weekend go? I know a lot of us, everyone who did the Lazar Dukic workout on Saturday, did not feel great today as I'm filming this, I'm sure. I know I heard from a couple people who said that. So those people will let feel dictate load. I know I'm certainly going to let feel dictate load. But if I know that I'm fresh and I'm ready to hit some big weights today, what I would do is, I don't know if you're going to take my advice here. I would find what my previous 3 rep max is, and that'd be my goal, that or beating it for my set of 3 today. And then I would want to try to time my double from either from last week or my PR double. And then I'm probably not going to try to PR my single today. I'm probably just going to try to get close. I want to go into next week feeling confident that I can at least hit my previous PR. I don't feel the need to go for it because I know that next week it's going to be like 20-25 minutes. Take your time to get to a single heavy, and then we'll really strategize then. So that's not what I think today should be about. That being said, everyone's always different. I know some people are going to go for a PR today, and that's okay. We never want to stop you from it. I'm just letting you know how I do it. Now, what is the WOD? 8 minutes. That's all that it is. And I always have to give a little disclaimer. Like, Laura and I feel the same way about this. When we program workouts that are intentionally less than 10 minutes long, we feel like we're shorting you a little bit. And we really need to get over that, because certain workouts demand that level of intensity. Short but intense is by itself a stimulus. And I think that you guys know that. So we do them from time to time. We've done a few of them recently. And today is absolutely one of those days. And, we're building towards Fran, which we are going to do next week. So Fran 21-15-9 thrusters, pull-ups. That's why we've had thrusters every week. That's why we've had pull-ups every week, but not together yet. Some schools of thought are going to say we should have put them together more often. We just haven't, but we'll trust me, we're not going to not do Fran for a while. What more importantly is we've built up your thruster volume so that you're hopefully not feeling too badly about that movement, which is like a very love it or hate it type of CrossFit movement. And we've sort of, at least in my opinion, we built up a little bit of a hand strength or callus build up on it for our pull-ups. So hopefully we feel ready for Fran next week. But what else we can and should be doing is acknowledging that Fran is a very intense workout that should be relatively short, definitely less than 10 minutes. We're hoping even more so less than 7. And so we got to get used to those types of time domains and giving our all for that amount of time. And that's why today's workout exists. It is thrusters and it is burpees, which people hate just as much as thrusters. We've paired them already before this cycle, just not like this. So what we have is a ascending by ones ladder of a lighter thruster, meaning like if you've been working at 95 on the weight on the days that we say let's go no heavier than 95, 65, then even lighter than that. We want it to feel like one where you're going to probably go unbroken on the thrusters every time you pick it up. and the other movement is bar facing burpees. So it's a relatively intense workout, and you only have 8 minutes to get through. So you do 1-1, then 2-2, then 3-3, then 4-4, all the way up to the ladder until the time runs out. So the Beyond the Whiteboard is going to say it's actually easy to log ladder workouts where you ascend by 1, because if you got through the 10th round, then you'll say you got through the 10th round. And we'll leave it at that. So what was my time today? 10 plus 1, or my score was 10 plus 1. What was Laura's? 10 even. So that's the bar. Go ahead and break it. All right, guys, see you in class.